Está tudo?
Tudo bem, Luizinho, é um prazer ter-te aqui conosco no Yonkers Voice.
Ah,
Diz-me qualquer coisa de ti, quantos anos tens, quando é que começaste a tocar, porquê,
então,
diz-me qualquer coisa.
então, eu neste momento tenho 12 anos, lá para junho eu vou fazer já 13. Eu cresci com esta paixão porque em Portugal eu era um menino da freguesia, como se diz, e eu andava lá e a minha família sempre me levava para ver o Augusto Canário. E eu a estar lá, nós começámos a ir e nós chegámos ao ponto que nós chegámos a ir a pai 40 ou 30 espetáculos do Canário por ano. Então, aonde o Canário ia, nós também íamos. Chegou ao ponto que o Canário, quando estava a cantar desgarrada, vinha para o meu meio, a tocar cavaquinho e a cantar à beira de mim, eu só olhar para ele, um bebê, e tudo. Então eu cresci com esta paixão por causa dele. Depois disso, nós viemos para os Estados Unidos, eu tinha 4 aninhos e meio. Cheguei cá, logo a semana depois vim para o nosso rancho local, aqui de Farmville, e daí logo comecei a participar no rancho, a fazer que tocava concertina, porque realmente não sabia tocar nada. Mas eu abria e fechava, e abria e fechava da melhor maneira que podia. E pronto, era isso. E depois, logo um ano depois, a Comissão dos Estados Montanos deu-me a minha primeira concertina. Desculpe, já estou a mentir. Era uma mulher chamada Ana Paula, ela deu-me a minha concertina.
But hold on, you know what I forgot, Luizinho?
Yes.
I forgot that we are on Yonkers Voice page, not on the Portuguese page. So we need to speak English so our audience can understand what we're saying.
Okay, that's fine.
So just keep on in English now.
Okay. So the thing was that like right a year after, the Transmontano group here at our Portuguese center, they gave me my first concertina, and my first real concertina, and I was super crazy. And then the next year, I was already singing ticarradas. I was already playing for them, and the next year, I was already doing their festa, their annual feast.
So let me tell our audience, the accordion in Portugal, it's a typical instrument that it's very used in Portugal. In the States, you don't see it as much, but you see it around United States, like Mexico and other Latin countries. So now what about the record? Have you launched your first record yet or no?
Not a disc. I have launched actually last week. I launched my first professionally made song with a friend that I have, Tony Henriques. If he's watching, hello. He helped me out with that, and then I ended up making it, publishing it. It's about the coronavirus and how we should protect ourselves during these hard times. And yeah, I just came out with that, and it was actually pretty recently. And if you guys want to hear it, it's on YouTube.
I would love to. I want to see you playing it. Come on.
That works as well.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Vou começar a cantar, é mesmo assim tal e qual. O vírus anda em todo lado, incluindo Portugal. E para todos nos proteger, manter distância social. Manter distância social, estes aqui são verdadeiros. Estes aqui são verdadeiros, vamos vamos todos ficar em casa, ajudar doutores e enfermeiros, e obviamente sem esquecer a polícia e os bombeiros. A polícia e os bombeiros, a polícia e os bombeiros, não é coisa para brincar. Também temos que agradecer a todos que estão a ajudar. Reparei no meu cantar, reparei, oh minha gente, reparei no meu cantar. É impressionante ver estes heróis sempre ali a trabalhar. Então vamos pedir a Deus para todos ajudar. E se tivermos muita fé, isto tudo vai passar. Quando vamos a qualquer lado, quando vamos a qualquer lado, damos conta do recado, usar máscara e também luvas, quando vamos a qualquer lado. Quando vamos a qualquer lado, quando vamos a qualquer lado, eu vos digo com carinho e do vosso amigo Luís. Deixo um abraço e um beijinho, deixo um abraço e um beijinho dos bandos dos Estados Unidos. Espero que tudo esteja bem com a família e amigos.
Unbelievable, Luis. Unbelievable. Luis, you think it's too late for me to learn how to play the accordion?
No, seriously. I mean, of course it's a lot easier for younger generations to do it. Because I started off really, really, really young. I was, as I said, I was about 5 years old, and but it's never too late because I'm gonna tell you, when you want to learn this instrument, the only thing you gotta have is passion, and if you have that passion, if you have that determination to actually learn it, you will, positively.
Always it. I think that's much easier said than done, because I have the passion, and I think even if you give me an accordion that plays by itself, I wouldn't be able to play it.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of practice,
That's
I've been playing.
But now you play here at the Portuguese Club in Yonkers at the community center, the Portuguese Community Center.
Not as much at over there. Right now I live in Farmingville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were from Yonkers. Okay.
No, I'm not. I mean, I was never. I mean, I go there sometimes, yes, but I do not live in Yonkers at the moment.
No. And do you have a favorite song, a favorite tune that you play? Oh, by the way, before we go into something else, for those folks that don't speak Portuguese, they didn't understand what the song was about. So let's explain to them. You do it. You do it. Tell them what was the song about it. What made you create it. I know because I understand Portuguese,
Correct.
but lots of folks out there don't know. And lots of folks like out there, especially the American people that are watching us, of course, there is exceptions all the time, don't
Right.
understand this type of music because it's our culture. We're Portuguese. There is things that we like, things that they don't like, things that they like, things that we don't like. That's how life is. So tell us a little bit about this song.
So I made this song because Naipaulk, our organization, and it's pretty much the lead of our Portuguese community here in the New York State. They they pretty much challenged me, and they were like, "Hey, Lewis, we want to see if you could make a desgarrada about coronavirus." Desgarrada is kind of like our it's pretty much a song where you have to rhyme, and yeah, I don't really know how to explain it too much, but
So let's just put it to this. Desgarrada, it's a traditional Portuguese dance in music. It's a type, it's a genre that of the Portuguese folklore.
correct. And so I got right to work. I called my friend Tony, and I was like, "Hey man, I need to do this real quick." And he was like, "Yeah, totally, I'll do it." So then, pretty much this song, the first part of it tells you to maintain social distance. Social distance. I can't say that.
Distance.
See, that, yeah. To keep
Distância social in Portuguese, guys.
to keep that. The next one is saying for us to thank our doctors, okay, our nurses, the police, and the fire departments, because they're doing an amazing job, and also not forgetting all the people that are helping out by delivering food to people, and a lot of heroes working in this time of our need. So this song, a little bit of the song just says how we need to appreciate that they're doing what they are doing for us. The other one is pretty much saying that if we have a lot of determination and if we stay at home, then this will all um, just pass, and we'll be fine. Then it's just saying that you guys have to use masks and the gloves anytime you go anywhere. And then pretty much the end is just telling you guys, pretty much ending off the song. And yeah, I made these lyrics in like 30 minutes.
Well, you are very talented, and
Thank you.
and you seem to be a very bright young man. You're very
Thank you very
articulate.
much.
You can explain things very well.
Thank
You
you.
know, I would say a little bit. You are a little bit too mature for your age, and that's awesome. That's awesome. You know, seems like you are extremely bright. Now, what you gonna play for us next, Luizinho?
I'm gonna play a song called Casa Portuguesa by
As-
Manuel Rodrigues. So yeah, we'll get to that.
É uma casa portuguesa, com
Exactly.
certeza.
There you go.
Com certeza, uma casa portuguesa. Let's do it.
I don't know how to sing this one, so you might have to help me out.
That's all right. That's all right. Uma casa portuguesa, com certeza. Com certeza, uma casa portuguesa. Na, 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 na.
Thank you.
Great, great, Luizinho. Luizinho,
Yep.
I think I'm going to buy my accordion tomorrow.
Good idea. It's seriously a great idea.
And then where I go? Once I buy my accordion, where do I go?
there is a lot of people teaching. Believe it or not, some of them are actually in Portugal right now, and obviously some people that were teaching in Portugal now have to do it via FaceTime, which is a little harder, but you know it gets the job done. And they have to do it via FaceTime, and there's a lot of them that are actually doing it for free now for anyone who wants to do it.
Oh, that's
You know,
great.
after this, I could give you some resources, and you could call them or you could text them and see if they would help you out. Me personally, I would do it, but to be honest with you, I have no experience with teaching people. You know, I've never done it before. It's something new to try, but you know.
Yeah. So Luizinho, it's there is a big difference between playing and teaching, right? Because you know, I teach for many years, not music, of course, but I teach something else, and it takes a special skill to teach. You
Yeah.
might be able to do something perfectly, but not able to transfer that knowledge that you have to somebody else. Do you agree with me?
Totally. It's kind of like whatever subject you were teaching. It's kind of like you would do a lot better, you know, doing it by yourself, and you would do it a lot quicker. You see, you would do it a lot quicker, and you would focus more. And I'm pretty sure that it's kind of like when we were doing that explanation of my song, you know. It was one thing to actually play it because I already knew everything. I was like, okay, I know everything, and I got everything in control. But you know, when I was like trying to translate it and when I was trying to communicate it to you guys, it just got a little harder. And I totally get where you're coming from, and that's why one of the reasons why I'm not a teacher.
That's it. You a player, not a teacher. Now, Luis,
Might be something to consider in the future, though. But
yes, yes.
I know.
Now tell me, do you play any other instruments or this is it?
Um, that I know of, I play about 10 instruments.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What other instruments do you play?
I'm the type of person that if you go to a music store with me, I'm the type of person just to pick up an instrument and be able to play it. Uh,
Just like that.
a lot of people say that I'm a fast learner when it comes to music. Because in my old town in Portugal, they said whoever plays the accordion plays everything. That's what they said.
Wow. And
So
where is it?
I actually,
And where is your old town in Portugal?
Penafiel.
Penafiel. Penafiel.
It's next to Porto. It's
Yeah, yeah. Já
close.
lá estive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love that place. Hopefully
yeah.
one day I could go back. I'm actually working on making a song about my hometown right now, and hopefully you guys will hear about that as soon as possible.
Can we hear a little bit now, or you're not ready yet?
I'm not ready yet. I'm still like working on everything, but as soon as I can, I'll give you guys a little taste.
All right. So now, what about another tune? Maybe a quick tune because we don't have too much time to go through the entire songs. So, what about another tune? Do you mind?
I don't mind at all. I'm happy about it. All right. Eu vou cantar toda a noite, o clima é de festa, haja farra e alegria até raiar o dia, cozinhando feliz. Eu vou cantar toda a noite, o clima é de festa, haja farra e alegria até raiar o dia, cozinhando com o amigo Luís. Um clima de magia, quando a concertina toca. Agosto faz alegria, é isso que importa. O povo que está a ver, quero vos ver a dançar. Hoje é só curtir, hoje é só curtir, ninguém vai parar. Vou cantar toda a noite, o clima é de festa. Haja farra e alegria até raiar o dia, fugindo feliz. Eu vou cantar clima é de festa. Haja farra e alegria, a terra era o dia com o amigo Luís. O povo que está a ver, hoje há festa aí. Até mais envergonhada, hoje subir. Quando vejo você sorrir, põe-me o coração em brasa. Hoje é só curtir, ver Luizinho em casa. Eu vou cantar toda a noite, clima é de festa. Haja farra e alegria, a terra era o dia que ando feliz. Eu vou cantar toda a noite, clima é de festa. Haja farra e alegria, a terra era o dia que o amigo Luís.
Antan, I like it, Luizinho. I like
Thank
it.
you.
I like it. So now we know that there is no shows going on, Luizinho. So you're staying at home, practicing, perfecting the skills and all that.
Yeah, you know, I feel like this has been a challenge for not just everyone, obviously everyone, and but it's just like a lot of people say, the music was the first one shut down, and it's gonna be the last to open.
You're right. You're right. You know, my son.
And personally, I don't live off of this, obviously. Luckily, I have a supporting family about it. And of course, I do a couple shows here and then. But the thing is, for the artists that are actually making a living, that actually have this as a career to actually, you know, put bread on the table, it's very challenging for them.
Yeah, actually, my son, he's in the music industry, and he's telling me that things are very difficult because, as you said, all the shows were canceled. All the shows were canceled. They have no idea when they're going to open up again. So they are doing a lot of the stuff that we are doing right now. Cyber, you know, cyber shows and online events and things like that.
This year had about 5 shows that all got canceled. I was actually about in June 7th, which is coming up. June 7th, I was supposed to be in New Bedford for the Portugal Day.
Mm-hmm.
That got canceled, and you know, like through then on in. But you know, it's challenging, but it also is gonna stay challenging because you know, it is what it is. But you know, my prayers go out to all the families that are having trouble in this time of need. And if anyone needs, you know, if anyone needs help, I'll help with what I can. As I like to say, you know, whatever works for 4 works for 5 or 6.
Very nice of you. Very nice.
So, yeah.
And do you have any siblings?
I do actually. I'm actually in my sister's room right now.
Does she play anything?
She doesn't actually. She when I was in the process of learning, which I still am, but when I was on the first couple steps, she was carrying on, but you know, like she's in college now, so she doesn't have as much time as I do on my hands. So like you know, she's in the university right now, and she's doing her best right now, especially now because obviously schools have gotten harder as well. But you know, as I like to say, we're surviving day by day.
So now you do very good in music. I can see, I can hear you play, and you're doing very good. Are you doing as well in school, Luizinho? No, now you got the cough, right?
I need water.
So are you doing good in school?
I'm doing all right. I'm not. I wouldn't say amazingly, but I'm thriving.
But you're trying. You're passing the grades, and okay. Well, you know, we cannot all be brain surgeons, you know.
Yeah.
And this is your thing, I guess. This is what you love doing, music.
Yeah.
Now, when this is over, do you have any coming up contract shows that as soon as this whole thing it's over, or nothing is happening now
Not
until
at,
we have a date that things are back
not
to?
at the moment yet, because obviously a lot of Portuguese centers, they say, yeah, we're gonna contract you. We're gonna see if we could do this, but obviously they don't have a date for me because we don't know when this is actually gonna be over.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Let,
like, as my
let,
dad likes to say, it's a war with no guns. That's what he said.
yeah, fighting an invisible war.
Yep.
Let me give an hello to my cousin Rui Torres Santos. He's my cousin, and he's from where you at,
Oh
okay?
wow.
Or at least around. He's from Porto, but very close to you. Diana Sanchez, hello. Lisa Souza, Luís Miguel Roja, Manuel Nogueira, Arti Giovardi, Enti Giovardi, La Ronda, Dusty, Pudel. We have lots of people to say hello to.
Hello to everyone. I'm just looking at the comments now. Thank you for everyone that's commenting. I really appreciate it.
Now let's give a song dedicated to my cousin Rui Torres. Come on, let's do that.
What type of music does he like?
Oh, I don't know. That's a different song. Which one does he like? Look, we giving him a dedication, so he's gonna like the one we give him. Okay?
Exactly. This time I'm gonna play an American song.
Good. Yeah, there you go.
So I'm gonna do like a little mix here.
Good.
Of 2 songs. And,
Hey, João Luís, estás bom?
So let's do that for the American viewers playing or watching.
Luizinho, let me say hello to my cousin. Rui, me esperar que vou ter tudo direito. Um abraço. Me quer saber se vou ter ali na América ou na Cabo Verde Grinha assim, mas um abraço e até um dia deste, hein? Luizinho, you didn't understand a thing I said. Or did you?
I got a little bit.
You got a little bit?
A little bit.
Okay. My cousin is born in Portugal, but he grew up in Cape Verde Island, where I am from. But we speak Cape Verdean. We speak Cape Verdean. So I was telling him hello in Creole.
Oh.
Bom, olá, Manuel Nogueira,
Abraço.
que é um amigo nosso também. Um abraço para ti, Manuel. Alberto Velasquez, Rosana Cruz. Now, Luizinho, e em espanhol? Tu tens alguma música em espanhol para a nossa, for our Spanish community or not yet?
I don't know if this is, I think this is Spanish, if I'm not incorrect. So, I think it might be Italian.
Italian? We have Italians.
I'm gonna do them, and we're gonna see if
if it works. Go, let's do it.
People are gonna tell me. So, oh yeah, it is Italian.
Italian?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Capiche? ¿Por qué se lloras? Luís, essa canção é espanhola. Guys, Joe Gill from Bagel Land in Yonkers, Lake Avenue, is in the house. If you want great pastéis de nata, cheese, Portuguese chorizo, Portuguese stuff, marmelada, bread, that's the place to go.
Down there.
Yeah, that's the place to go. Just stay away from my cheese, okay? Queijo de ovelha. Those you leave it there because that's the only one I buy. So buy everything but that one, please. Joe, shout out for you, but keep those cheese, ovelha cheese for me, okay?
I just noticed something.
Yep.
And that helped me make my song is in the house.
Who?
Tony Freaks, grande abraço. He's in here. Abraço aí para a banda Ed, beijinho para a mulher Alina e abraço para ti. And on top of that, we got Bruno Silva. He's a singer from our communities in New Jersey. I'm telling you, he's amazing. You guys should go check out his Facebook as well.
So why don't you tell us what his Facebook is so people can go?
Right there in the comments. Bruno, escreve aí uma mensagem assim as pessoas sabem qual é o teu Facebook. Então escreve aí comentário qualquer.
O meu primo Rui Torres, he's saying that you are a great, how do you say in English, promessa, somebody who will become very famous in no time. I would say you are already famous, Luis.
I like to consider that, but I'm gonna tell you why. It's not because I'm over self-confident. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have people like you, and I have a bunch of people in our community, and I like to say this. I like to say this when people ask me. I like to say são poucos, mas são bons. Okay?
Amen.
Because, for me, I could have my dad. My dad could literally be the only one I could consider myself famous, because that is lucky, okay? It is very lucky, because, I'm thankful for every single one that is watching. And Bruno just Silva just wrote down there his Facebook. It's right there, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno Silva Banda.
Okay, so guys, check out Bruno Silva Banda on Facebook. Is that right, Luizinho? Yeah. So Bruno Silva Banda, do you have any content on YouTube at all? You and Bruno?
I just not with Bruno.
Okay, well, both of you separate Bruno so people can go there and look for your stuff.
Bruno also has a YouTube channel. It's Bruno Silva Topic.
So guys, check it out. So check it out. It's too much light. You can't really read it. So
can I see that now?
No, we cannot see it much. So we will write it down. Maybe Bruno.
But it's Bruno Silva Banda, and I just started my own channel. It is LUIZINHO Oficial.
Good. Well, Luizito, it's good stuff, but as they say, everything that is good comes to an end. Okay.
Right.
Look, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Just before you go, what about the last tune for goodbye? Would that be okay with you?
Amazing. Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Tchau, tchau, tchau. Eu vou-me embora, mas fica a animação. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Ficam felizes um grande coração. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Eu vou-me embora, mas fica a animação. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Ficam felizes um grande. O coração se vai crescer. Foi uma noite de curtida. Obrigado para quem vem, mas eu tenho que partir. O coração se vai crescer. Foi uma noite de curtida. Obrigado para quem vem, mas eu tenho que partir. Eu vou embora, mas fica a animação. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Ficam felizes o grande coração. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Eu vou embora, mas fica a animação. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Ficam felizes. O coração se manifesta. Isto aqui também está nas revistas. Obrigado, meu Yonkers Voice e até nas entrevistas. O coração se manifesta. Isto aqui vai estar. Obrigado para quem vê Yonkers Voice para as entrevistas. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Eu vou me embora, mas fica a animação. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Ficam felizes um grande coração. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Eu vou me embora, mas fica a animação. Tchau, tchau, tchau. Ficam felizes. Oh, linda, eu vou me embora. Oh, linda, eu vou. Oh, linda, I think I'll Amigos, antes de eu ir, mais uma vez, obrigadinho ao Rui por este convite. Foi um prazer absolutamente estar cá. Se você precisar de alguma coisa minha, se alguém se precisar de mim, que me mandem mensagem no Facebook ou qualquer coisa. E depois eu vou continuar a fazer estes diretinhos na minha página para animar as pessoas. Muito obrigadinho, mais uma vez, Rui, ao Yonkers Voice. Obrigado por nos pôr informados durante estes tempos. Mas, pois é, meus amigos, espero bem que vocês gostaram e pronto, um abraço e um beijinho, tá bom?
Louis, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for watching this show. Hopefully, if LUIZINHO doesn't get too busy, because we know that after this interview he's going to be getting calls every other day. So if he's not that busy and is able to fit Yonkers' voice on his tight schedule that it's coming up, we will bring this to you once again. It was great. You know, it's a pleasure to present to other cultures our music, Luis. Okay, this is Portuguese culture. Get to know other cultures, just like we know your culture. And until next time, thank you for watching and stay tuned. Don't forget, protect yourselves, social distance, you wear your masks, and until next time. Thank you, Luis. Foi prazer.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Roy, thank you so much for this.